When you can start to strategize your way around the course, then when you know you're a player. There's a secret out there.
Yeah, there is.
Especially on the European tour. That
there's a move guys are making that people know about.
And it involves Pete Cowan.
Exactly. And then Henrik Stenson has that.
And there's no way you can go see him unless you're top 200 in the world or so.
Yeah, I've interviewed a lot of teachers, and the last one, the only one that I want to interview is Pete Cowan.
And there's no way you can do it.
So,
he's got a secret.
But basically,
probably similar to what Mike, Mr. Malaska was doing.
Yeah.
Probably something similar to that, but he has something to do with the right shoulder. From what I know, it's just basically he wants your body to be like a staircase. So I'm sure you've heard about, you start the swing from here, you go to the shin, and so it's basically like a diagonal plane.
Yeah.
Kind of like this, so it's moving up in the staircase. It's not like level, like how people teach sometimes.
Yeah.
So you're moving in a staircase, so you're actually in an angle, you turn in an angle, and then going down, you're actually leveling out, kind of like tatada? Yeah, kind of like them. So you're like kind of surfing down, leveling out, and then you're coming up here.
Yeah, a friend of mine that's a big follower of Cowan, who's an instructor around here, says that he has Stenson's main feel now, and when he won last year in the British Open, is he feels like he's in the pool and he's pushing a beach ball under the water.
Oh, really?
Like that, yeah.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good feel.
Like it's getting grounded and down like this, yeah. Okay, so you guys, if you want to follow his exploits, the best way is probably Instagram, huh?
Yeah.
Which is, what is your Instagram?
Rory Marcello.
Is that your middle name?
No, that's just a nickname I got when I was playing a challenge tour.
Oh, kind of like Carlos Danger. it's your.
That's what you get.
All right, 1 of 5. 1 of 5.
When I was hanging out with all the Argentinian guys.
Oh, okay.
They call me Marcelo, so I'm like, oh, okay. It kind of sticks.
What club do you have there, Rory?
What did you just say?
105.
Oh, 105. So I'll probably hit a 56.
Same exact thing, 3-yard pull, but it means super solid.
Yeah, it's super solid, but I don't know, for some reason I'm pulling it. It's a solid pull.
Not to get in your head, but I bet if you tried to hit that same shot and only thought about not taking that much of a divot.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It's funny because if somebody were out here watching you do your rehearsal move, they could narrow it down to 3 people that you're taking lessons from.
Ooh, look at that.
Same thing, 3-yard pull.
Nice. I was probably a 2-yard pull.
You're now a pro for the better part of a decade.
Yep.
And before that, you were playing really high-level amateur golf.
Yep.
So is it turning into a grind, or is it still fun? Or some of these pros I see that I've talked to on the channel too, they're just, the fun factor is extremely low for them.
For me, there's really I don't see myself doing anything else, so it doesn't really, it doesn't get me down, playing bad sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I love golf so much that it doesn't really
You're
bother
still
me.
golfing.
Yeah, I'm still golfing.
Yeah.
I'm still figuring out stuff, so it's still fun. If I'm learning a new move or whatever, or thinking in a different way that makes me play better, then, that's all I can ask for.
Is this you here that's
zip back. Finally.
So a big appeal of golf to you is the kind of the searching and the looking.
Yeah, and then after that, once I found it, hopefully start beating people.
Yeah, right. Now, if you find something really good, like a tip or a feel, do you keep it to yourself or do you let people know?
I think I have a tendency to let people know.
Yeah.
Because, the guys that I play golf with, we share a lot of info with each other.
Yeah.
So we learn quicker. And I think that's a healthy relationship to be in with, you know, the guys that I hang out with. So I have a tendency to, you know, ask everyone else, oh, what do you think about this move? What do you think about that move? And it, you know, most of the young guys on tour are like that. So
yeah. For lag putting, if somebody's struggling with their lag putting, you have a longer putt here.
yeah.
What's the best kind of thought you've had as far as getting your distance down from mid-level and long-level putts?
Mainly, it's just knowing the speed of the green. So, and then knowing that what's going on around the hole is pretty important. So like my putt right here,
yeah,
it's a little bit uphill at the end, so I know I can be a little bit more aggressive.
Okay.
So I'm gonna miss on the firmer side. So even if I hit it too firm, it's probably just gonna stop right there, which is
so
fine.
When you're standing over the putt, your brain really is in this final putt.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing about lag putt. So if it's downhill, the last five or so feet, then it's a different mindset. You know? Then you just kind of want to kind of be a little bit more careful with it. But this is pretty easy. It's uphill at the end. I read it wrong.
Uphill at the end. Yeah, great speed.
Thanks. Yeah, I didn't break as much as I thought.
It keeps doing that. That was a little bumpier.
There you go.
Ah.
You were in Costa Mesa for a while, right?
No.
No, I mean you were interviewing the guy from, what's
Irvine.
his name?
Yeah, Irvine. Yeah, Monty.
Monty.
Down in Irvine, yeah.
I like Bobby Loftus' stuff.
Yeah, Bobby's great. Mainly, like, the thing about Bobby is that his attitude is so good that every time I play with him, I just play great, you know? It's like,
He makes it so simple.
is that, you know, like, what do you say when you go to, like, this lesson you had with Dana, or anybody goes to for a lesson, is you say, well, the reason I don't do this is because I'm afraid of this shot, or the reason I don't do that is because I'm afraid of that shot.
Yep.
So, like, I would say to him, yeah, I think the reason I'm going off sides is because I'm afraid of hitting fat, or the reason I do this is because I think the ground's going to get in the way, and I'm.
Yep.
So go from up there. 117.
Okay.
He really doesn't like hearing you complain and talk about what you're afraid of. You know?
Okay.
He's like, all day long, I have people come to me and they say, oh, I'm afraid of this, I'm afraid of that. He's like, well, what are you afraid of? Just do what you want to do. Don't worry about what you're afraid of.
Oh yeah, sure.
So it's a real great mentality that he has.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 117. So this is a hard 50?
52, just stock one.
Stock one.
Because we've been hitting it far.
Now we've turned a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of steamy and totally still wind-wise.
Is that a
No,
1
that
yard
was
pull?
No, that was it. No, that was a 1 yard push draw.
Push draw.
And you shallowed out your divot a little bit.
Maybe I'm getting it. Starting to get it. Does it look funny when I do my rehearsals?
Oh, yeah. Yes. It does. I mean, I know what you're doing, but like I can. Well, you brought it up, so people who are watching this vlog are probably wondering, what the heck is he? So what are you feeling, and what are you trying to do when you're doing those rehearsals? And go ahead and talk during my swing. I don't care.
Oh,
so we see Rory doing this.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry, this.
Yeah.
And basically, he's not trying to go, he told me, out like this, extend. He's actually trying to lay off and roll the wrist a little bit, huh?
Kind of, yeah. That's putting it one way, but Dana puts it in a different way. Just certain things that I'm trying to feel, what he's trying to get me to do.
Yeah, I didn't.
So sometimes, you know, to make changes, you gotta exaggerate stuff, and just can't be afraid to look stupid.
I'm gonna hit another one. Well, you just said something I think is really important that pros understand, and I think I understand, that a lot of amateurs don't. And you said you can't be afraid to look stupid. Like when I first started Be Better Golf, I'd be, and I'm still am, like I'll be out on the range with a bunch of strangers around me. I'd be like, yeah, I'm trying this with my leg, and I'm trying that with my, and everybody's looking at me like I have 3 heads. But it's like, hey, I'm the one who has to live with my scores. And if there's something I can do that's going to make me better, I really don't care what you think. That was better.
There you go.
Well, hopefully, Rory, in a couple years, you'll say, yeah, the turning point really was when I went and played Hartwell with Be Better Golf. That was really the big moment. Yeah, so much of hitting good short game shots is assessing your lie.
Yeah.
And in the dark, you can't really do that very well.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it might look nasty, but it's not.
All right, try to do what I'm trying to do.
Nice.
That was awesome.
That's good.
Yeah, really good. All right, hold up, I want to shoot yours. All right, if you guys are interested in what I'm working on short game wise, and Rory has been working with it too, and he's been looking at the videos and everything. It's called the Be Better Short Game System that Tim Yelverton, tour coach, developed. There's a link for it in the description. All right, hold this out.
Oh yeah. Oh no!
Oh, the early call. Other than the early call, you
Exactly.
had all right, a couple of kick outs.
I got burned a couple of times.
Miguel Angel Jimenez here.
Get it.
Right.
Oh.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, fix my spot too, please. So you play a lot of, on the Asian Tour, they have a lot of, they have pro-ams before every event,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you're, the core audience, and it's this core audience that I've been talking about has been growing, so it's not this as much anymore, but the original core audience of Be Better Golf were golfers from like scratch to like 12 or 15.
Yeah.
So like pretty decent golfers that have been at it for a while who just feel like they're not getting any better and they're looking for something to kind of, you know, kickstart their golfing careers.
Yeah.
So when you're out there playing with like a guy, you know, an amateur golfer that's really been after it hard but is just not getting any better, what do you think is holding back a lot of good amateur golfers?
I think, like I said on the tee, you know, sometimes you gotta really push yourself to make the change. A lot of guys say that they want to try this, they want to try that, but they don't really put in the actual work, or
if they embarrass themselves
yeah,
as far as like
exactly.
they shoot, like they're used to shooting 79 and they go out and shoot 84.
Oh right, yeah,
like,
that
they give
thing.
up on it real quick.
Like today, I was like tonight when I was playing with you, I was ready to, you know, just make bogey on every hole, because I'm not sure how the swing that I'm making right now is gonna hold up.
Right.
So.
Well, you, since you've been a pro for a long time now, you can kind of compartmentalize things because you've made a lot of swing changes,
Yeah,
so you
sure.
can kind of like get into playing mode pretty quickly and not.
Yeah, I
have
mean,
to think
I always have
constantly.
an emergency swing thought
right.
that I can.
Just to be able to get around the
Yeah.
course. So in my vlog, my last vlog that I had from here, where I was playing with the short game expert, I said to people, I was like, yeah, Tiger Woods used to play here from like the time he was 2 to the time he was about 14. So he's probably played this course about 10,000 times. And so somebody said, like, Brendan, for Tiger Woods to have played about 10,000 times in 11 years, that would be 45 holes a day. And they're like, but I actually guarantee that I'm not that far off from, because Rory, you were a junior golfer out here, and you would play how many holes in a normal day?
Oh, as many as I could.
So the lights go off at 10 p.m.
10 p.m.
So
and there would be so many times where I'd be stuck in that hole out in the middle of nowhere, and they turn off the lights, and then I have to walk back in the dark. Or sometimes I would still play in the dark.
Yeah, so you would probably do a loop of 3 holes out here because they're the furthest from the clubhouse because you didn't pay. So you just keep playing over here where you're far away from the guy that could see you. What's the thing that you find the most fun in golf as far as like what club do you really like to hit more than anything else?
I like piecing together everything, you know.
Okay.
From the tee to the fairway, from the fairway to the green.
Oh, when everything starts to connect.
When everything starts to click and you're on a roll, you're in the zone, that's when it's beautiful, you know. And that's a beautiful game. But when you're struggling, maybe not so much. But
what do we have here, do you think? I mean, so we're basically from the rock to a red. So we're gonna have about 106. Yeah, that's what, like I've said before, like
140, right?
No, that's 110. Oh, 140?
140. I remember this hole.
Yeah, you remember it. 140, so 132 about. Yeah, like you were saying, like when it feels like the beautiful game.
Huh?
I've only had probably 5 times in my whole career in golf where I've really felt like, oh, this is what golf is like. This is what playing golf is. Mm-hmm. As far as like being over the ball and just looking at the target and really having enough confidence in what I was going to actually pull off to be able to start to have some strategy and start to think my way around the course.
When you can start to strategize your way around the course, then so when you know you're a player. But if you're just struggling to get it, you know, from point A to point B, then you're still struggling with your swing. Or
because golf really opens up. Like once you get better, there's like this kind of door you go through from like, because just as an amateur, if you're just trying to make solid contact and it's kind of hit and hope, that's not really playing golf.
You can't really count your handicap yet because.
But once you're hitting it solid, then golf becomes a lot more like, that's why I like to call golf a game and not a sport, because once you get really good at it, it starts to feel more like pool or poker or like this, or chess. This more intellectual game of like, okay, like, did I make a good decision on the club selection, on the type of shot I was trying to hit, and all this other stuff, and that's when golf really unlocks, and it's like, it's insanely fun once you can get a higher level of it.
Yeah.
So as much fun as you guys think you're having as like a 10 or 12 handicap, it only gets better once you get better at it.
For sure.
So this is 132. This is a 9-iron that I'm only gonna. So if I hit this 9-iron like 143 or 142, and I want to hit it 132, what do you recommend me to do to take that 6 yards off of it?
Yeah, you can, like I said, you can narrow your stance or do anything to make your action a little bit smaller.
More compact.
It's good.
Yeah.
That's really good there.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah,
I might have gone on.
Pretty good. Tour sauce.
That's something that I had never heard before.
What?
Narrow your stance to make it a little shorter swing.
That's a little bit of something that I developed my own.
Yeah, that is. Golf is full of.
Oh yeah. You just gotta be creative. Did you hit a 9-iron?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I took a little off a 9.
Yeah. Oh no!
Go for it.
Oh, I hit it solid though.
Yeah. All right, stand over there, Rory. Okay, guys, so usually when I do these vlogs out here, we run out of, where am I? I can't even see. Usually when I do these vlogs out here, we run out of light, so we ran out of light.
Perfect.
So
it's like old times.
Yeah, just like when you were 7 years old playing at Hartwell, you play it till dark, so we did that now. Hey, you guys can see Rory in the link that's right here on Instagram. Follow him, follow his progress. Good luck with Rory and everything. Thanks. Can't see this handshake that we're doing.
Yeah, and we shook hands.
All right, now we're gonna go eat. Later. You may have had a blackout hole in one.
Maybe. That swing is holding up pretty well.